Hi, I'm celebrity chef Gail Chandler, and today we are going to make a Thanksgiving for two. Sometimes you don't have a big crowd, and I want to make sure that everybody eats Thanksgiving and enjoys it. So let's get going. So, Thanksgiving for two does not have to be a big turkey. We can still have turkey, but we're going to stuff a rock Cornish game hen with some turkey. Here's how we're going to do it. The first thing we do is we get some rock Cornish game hens, and they are very lovely. They're very small chickens, and you can serve a whole one or you can serve a half, depending upon how many sides you have. All right, so let's get this party started. We're going to start with our usual mirepoix vegetable and our usual party animals. So that would be the carrots, onions, celery, and garlic. Here we go. I'm going to start with a little olive oil, and it always is a good idea to have your pan hot and ready to go. Hot pan, cold oil, food generally doesn't stick. That's a good rule to remember. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is add the carrots. I have some chopped onion. We have chopped celery. It's beginning to smell good already, and nothing's been done yet. We have chopped garlic. It doesn't have to be small or minced. It could be a medium size. Okay, throw that right in there, and we're going to mix it up. That wasn't hard, was it? Nah. Okay. Even though you're cooking for two people, you have to do it with love, folks. Put your love into this. Okay, there it is. We got the love going. Let's let this simmer down for a little bit, and we're going to let it go clear. While the vegetables are sweating in the pan, I have 2 cooked sausage links. You could use turkey sausage if you like. I happen to have some pork sausage, so I'm going to cut this down the center and then make some small chunks. And this is going to give it a little bit of flavor, and it's going to give it a little bit extra fat, because turkey generally doesn't have a lot of fat. So fat makes flavor, right? So when we're making a turkey stuffing, adding a little bit of sausage or bacon is very nice. I like to start with a cooked product so I don't have to worry about the temperature. Here we go. All right, next up, we have some ground turkey. I would say about a half a pound. And I'm going to put that right into the vegetables. Let's break this up a little bit. While the meat is browning nicely, I'm going to add the cooked sausage meat. And remember, you can use turkey sausage, you could use chicken sausage, whatever you like, but it adds a little bit of flavor without adding a lot of salt. And speaking of salt, this is our chicken base. We have about a tablespoon here. I'm going to add that to the meat while it's cooking. You do not have to add any other salt when you add chicken base. That is plenty. Now, we have some very interesting characters here. Here we have some white currants and some dried cranberries. And I'm going to throw that in for just a little bit of sweetness. It's a pop of sweetness. Just for a little bit of texture, I'm going to add some pinoli nuts. You can use walnuts or almonds, whatever you like. Delicious. Now we're going to spice it up. We have some parsley, which adds color and a little bit of flavor. We have some cumin. Just a little bit'll do ya. Add that in. We have some oregano, A less used spice, but absolutely delicious in a meat stuffing. We have some sage. Now this is what makes it Thanksgiving. You could really taste that flavor. So we're putting some sage powder. You can put in up to a teaspoon with a half a pound of the meat that you're using, the turkey meat. And I have some ground black pepper. Okay, now we're all spiced up. Isn't it amazing that you can use spices and it doesn't have to be spicy? You can use some dried apricots in here. I've used the cranberries and the white currant raisins because we have it in the house. We might as well use it. But if you like apricots, you can do that. We're going to glaze our chicken later with an apricot glaze. All right, I think I can turn this off now and we'll go on to the next step. Everything is looking delicious and the meat is fully cooked now. You can have enough stuffing in here for more than just 2 chickens, but you can stuff a pepper or you could stuff a tomato with this and heat it up with your favorite sauce for leftovers, and it's not turkey every day. We are now ready to stuff our rock Cornish game hen, and we're stuffing it with a turkey meat stuffing and a little bit of breading, a little bit of sausage. You can use turkey sausage, you can use chicken sausage, veal sausage, anything that you like, but it just gives it an extra oomph. It gives it a little extra something, a little extra texture. Now, I've already cleaned these rock Cornish game hens, and I'm going to open the cavity, and I'm going to take spoonfuls of this stuffing and drop it into the cavity, like so, and press it down, because you want to get as much of that stuffing in there as you possibly can. How's it looking, huh? I think it's looking pretty good. Now that you have it all the way up to the top and it's nicely packed in there, you pull the skin together like so, and with a long toothpick, which you have on hand, you push the toothpick through the skin and then the other way so that it seals it like a package, like so. Okay, now we're going to do the other one. Let's move this over and let's get the other one done. Now I'm going to do the outside of the chicken. This is important because you want the chicken to brown a little bit and you want to give that skin a little extra flavor. So I'm going to drizzle some olive oil over each one of the chickens. And I'm going to add just a little bit of garlic powder all the way through. One side only is fine. Okay, some paprika for color. You could use a lot or a little, it doesn't matter. And here's a little bit of garlic salt. And that's all she wrote. You just rub your rock Cornish game hen just a little bit. Oh, that turkey stuffing is wonderful. Look at how that blew up. And we can put it right in a little pan, deep enough so that when it exudes its juice, you have a nice juice. You can have a nice au jus to work with for the gravy. Okay, and we're putting them in crossways, just like that. Okay, so here we go. We're going to put this in the oven, and I'm going to throw this right in there. And we have our oven set to 325 convect, and if you don't have a convect, that's okay. A 350 oven is just fine, and it'll be see you later, little chickens, until an hour and a half goes by. Okay, we are ready for some turkey stuffed rock Cornish game hens for Thanksgiving. Are you ready for this? Oh, and it's beautiful. Looky there. All right, so we got some beautiful dinner, and we didn't have to cook an entire turkey to do. Now let's make a side dish. We're gonna need our roasted veggies, so here's what we're gonna do. It's very, very simple. You're gonna love this, and it cooks by itself. So we're gonna take some freshly washed Brussels sprouts, and you could make as many as you want. I like to make plenty of extra because we eat a lot of veggies all week long, and this way I don't have to recook them. So I'm going to take some carrots and throw that in the bowl. It's just that easy. I have some chef carrot here, which is a nice big one, and I'm going to cut it into 1-inch rounds and throw that right in. In this little mixture here, I have some flour, some parsley, salt, pepper, garlic, and whatever spices you want to add. Just throw that right over the vegetables. There's nothing to it but to do it. Now, we have some extra virgin olive oil, and I'm going to coat that really well. I would say about 1/4 cup of the olive oil. Next thing is use the best utensils, your hands. You're going to mix this up really, really well and coat all of the vegetables with the mixture. All right, the flour is going to make it stick to the vegetables very nicely. You don't have to use too much, maybe a tablespoon will do it. And you throw that right on a sheet pan, just like that. Let's get all of those spices on. You can put some potatoes in here, some small white potatoes. You can put some squash, some roasted vegetables are ready to go. I'm just going to throw them right in the oven now. See you later, veggies. So I'm glad that you were here with me today to make this terrific Thanksgiving dinner for two, and you don't have to eat turkey for the whole week. So we have a rock Cornish game hen stuffed with turkey, cranberries, white currants, and pinoles. So delicious. You're going to love that. We have a homemade cranberry sauce and some roasted vegetables. We also have a terrific triple berry pie. I know you're looking forward to that. So from the Long Island Food Network.com, Talk Tasty Productions, and ChefGails.com, and my whole family to yours, have a happy and a healthy Thanksgiving.